When it was officially confirmed that Denny Hamlin would miss the Mexico City NASCAR Cup Series race, it didn't just make headlines, it shook the sport. The Mexico City race is no ordinary stop on the calendar. It's historic. It's the Cup Series' first ever full-length points race outside the United States, a milestone moment for the sport, and a massive opportunity for NASCAR to build a global footprint. So when one of its biggest stars announced he wouldn't be racing, the question on everyone's mind was simple: why? The answer, as it turns out, is deeply personal and undeniably human. Hamlin stepped away to be with his partner, Jordan Fish, as they welcomed the birth of their third child and first son on June 11th. It's a rare and beautiful moment in a life that's otherwise consumed by constant travel, endless competition, and unrelenting pressure. In a heartfelt public statement, Hamlin said, "We are happy to announce the birth of our son. Everyone is doing well. My main priority is to be here at home for Jordan and our family over the next few days when she is able to go home and we transition to life as a family of 5. And for most fans, this felt like the right call. Family always comes first. Even in a sport as cutthroat and demanding as NASCAR, there are moments when personal life deserves to take center stage. Fans understand that. Drivers understand that. Even NASCAR itself understands that. Which brings us to the big question: what happens to Hamlin's championship run? Does missing a race this late in the regular season hurt his playoff chances? Thankfully, NASCAR has a policy in place. The birth of a child is an accepted reason for a playoff waiver, and Denny Hamlin will be granted one. This means all his current playoff points, including his 3 wins and 18 playoff points, remain valid, and he'll still be eligible for the postseason. No penalty, no unfair consequence, just support for one of NASCAR's top drivers during one of the most meaningful weeks of his life. But that doesn't mean the timing isn't significant. Let's not forget what this race in Mexico represents for the sport. For years, NASCAR has looked for ways to grow beyond its traditional US base. They've raced at the LA Coliseum. They braved a hurricane-delayed street race in Chicago. They've tested the waters with events in Canada and Japan before, but this Mexico City race is different. This is a full-on, points-paying Cup Series weekend, and it comes with real consequences for teams and drivers. It also comes with complications. In the days leading up to the race, travel chaos unfolded, with technical issues grounding multiple flights carrying drivers, pit crews, engineers, and journalists. Some teams, like Trackhouse Racing, had to scramble to arrange backup travel and barely made it in time for practice. So while the event is groundbreaking, it's also a logistical puzzle. That makes Hamlin's absence even more understandable. Unlike a domestic race, where he could theoretically fly back and forth quickly, Mexico requires customs clearance, longer flights, and far less flexibility in case something goes wrong. And here's another angle. Hamlin's performance on road courses, especially in the next-gen era, has been underwhelming. In 18 next-gen road course starts, he's only notched a single top 10 finish. He hasn't won a race on a road course in nearly a decade. So, from a strategic perspective, if you were going to pick a race to sit out, this one makes more sense than, say, Pocono, Darlington, or Martinsville, where Hamlin is typically a frontrunner. In his place, Joe Gibbs Racing has tapped Ryan Truex to drive the number on Beer Toyota Camry. Truex, the younger brother of Martin Truex Jr., is no stranger to NASCAR, but it's been a while since he's raced at the Cup level. His last start was in 2014 with BK Racing, where he completed just 68 laps at Chicagoland. Since then, Ryan has become a key piece of the JGR puzzle behind the scenes, serving as a simulator driver, development driver, and occasional Xfinity Series competitor. He even scored wins at Dover and impressed with his consistency in 2023. Now, he gets a massive opportunity, representing one of NASCAR's biggest teams at one of its most high-profile races of the year. But let's be real, stepping into Denny Hamlin's car is no small task. The chemistry between a lead driver and their crew chief is built over years. Communication patterns, setup preferences, feedback styles, it all takes time. And Ryan's being thrown into the fire with almost no preparation. Still, if he can keep the car clean, run solid laps, and bring it home with a respectable finish, it'll speak volumes about his potential as a future Cup regular. From JGR's perspective, this is a test of depth. Can the team adapt? Can the pit crew work efficiently with a new driver? Can the engineers interpret different feedback and still deliver race pace? In a sport where teamwork often matters more than horsepower, this weekend will be a real-world stress test. For Hamlin, though, the missed race still comes with consequences, even with a waiver. Let's talk points. He'll lose the opportunity to score stage points and finish points this weekend. Right now, he trails the regular season leader by 82 points. After missing Mexico, that gap could widen by another 40 or more, depending on how others finish. And while the waiver keeps him playoff eligible, it does hurt his chances of claiming the regular season title, which comes with 15 bonus playoff points. That means every race from here on out becomes more critical. Expect to see more aggressive strategy from Hamlin, more early stage pushes, more risk-taking when it comes to tire calls and pit windows. He has to make up for this lost ground, and fast. And even though this week is a loss on paper, emotionally, it's a huge win. NASCAR is evolving. It's becoming a place where drivers aren't just expected to be machines. They're allowed to be people, fathers, partners, humans. Compare that to other sports. When Caitlin Clark missed WNBA games due to injury, fans were disappointed and ticket prices dropped. But there was overwhelming understanding. When Serena Williams took time off to have her child, she was celebrated, not criticized. Hamlin is following the same path. He didn't bail for a vacation. He didn't skip out on responsibility. He chose to be present for his family during a once-in-a-lifetime moment, and in doing so, reminded all of us that racing, as thrilling as it is, will always come second to the things that truly matter. As for Mexico City, the show will go on. Fans will still pack the grandstands. The Cup Series will take a major step toward international relevance. And if the weekend goes off well, it won't be the last time NASCAR races beyond US borders. This event is a test, not just of travel logistics or track layout, but of NASCAR's ambition. Can it grow? Can it reach new fans? Can it tell a compelling story that connects across cultures? If it can, Hamlin's absence won't overshadow anything. In fact, it might amplify it. Because his decision shows that NASCAR is ready for a more modern future, one where drivers are allowed to be great on the track and grounded off it. So what do you think? Should Hamlin have raced in Mexico City, or did he make the right call staying with his family? Do you think Ryan Truex will rise to the occasion in the number 150? And what does all this mean for NASCAR's future on the global stage? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Give this video a like if you support Denny's decision, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our follow-up after Mexico City, where we'll break down how Ryan Truex performed, how the fans responded, and what comes next for NASCAR's international push. See you in the next one.